Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Nah, it's technically good evening. Yeah, how the hell are you lot? Yeah, how bloody cold is it as well? Why do I keep looking over there? That should be. Why there? I'll look across there. Yeah, twice in 2 days you'll be getting sick of the sight of me. Evening, Ox. Good evening, Steve, Mr. Flanagan, and Erodian. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I've got a busy day today. I was playing pool in the morning, and then I went to see a mate this afternoon. And yeah, just had my dinner. So Sunday, and it's a cold one at that. But fortunately, I've got the heating on. Right. Anyway, enough of me talking bollocks. Tonight is going to be. Sorry for a lot of Amiga stuff, but tonight I thought let's play some Amiga conversions. Some good, some not so good, and some absolutely pish. But before we start that, there is a game, and again I've mentioned this before. My very first home computer was a Texas TI 994A. I bought one game for it, a game called Core, which was mail order only, and that was the only game I had. And then I sold it and got a Commodore 64, and the rest, as they say, is quite indeed history. Core is a game that I have been scouring the internet for years and years and years and years. Well, that's probably a lot of bollocks, a complete over exaggeration. Let's just say I've been looking for it just to kind of revisit it and see if indeed it was shit or not, or did my what do you call it, memory kind of play tricks, and it wasn't actually, excuse me, that bad. Now, the wonderful Ox hit me up a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, or last week even, to say that he'd found a YouTube video and the guy was actually playing this very game. So he contacted the guy and says, look, I've got a mate that's desperate to play this game again. Any chance of giving us an image? So I contacted the guy as well. and he very kindly sent it over. The only problem being is it was in wave format, which I think unless you had an original bit of hardware, you couldn't load it in. Now, Ox has done some wizardry, some magic, whatever you want to call it, and he's converted it into a disc image. Now, we did try to play it. What night was it? Was it last night? Well, I can't bloody remember. When did I do my... Was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. It was last night when I did the live stream with Dale. Anyway, couldn't... Or I can't remember when I tried to play it, but I tried to play it and... couldn't get it working because we needed you needed certain commands. So Ox has very kindly given me the commands. Now I did try it and I actually got it to work. So for your delectation, let's just jump across to Mr. and webcam. There we go. I am going to attempt to load up the very, 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 very first video game I ever bought for any system. You know, I never had an Atari 2600, anything like that at all. So let's... what's interesting is I notice instead of just having the Texas there, it also appears down there. Don't know what the difference is. Pardon me. Right, there we go. There's the Texas. Right, so what we need to do is we need to go into that. Now we need to load basic. Hang on, number 1, there's basic. And then let's, again, Ox very kindly supplied all this call files. And then in commas, in fact, wait a minute, I don't know if there's, how do we delete? Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, call. The F18 is a modern hardware update. Alright. This was the one that I got it to work on, so we'll just stick with that. Call files. And then, to actually run it, we type old DSK1-core. Let's get a bit of some drum roll here. Let's go. Alright, what did I do there? Old DSK1.core. When programming memory. That's odd. I did get it working. Old DSK. I'm going to try it without the. Going to try it without the space. I'm sure. Oh, bloody hell! Yeah, I've not mounted the disc yet. There we go. Mount disc. Yeah, that's exactly what I've not done. Just as well I've got you lot here. Right. Old DSK1.core. This time. Hey, we're in business. So this was the very, 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 very first video game I ever owned. And indeed it was the only video game that I had for my my Texas. Right, you prepared for this? There we go, run. Yeah, this is the first time in, when did I get it? 1983. First time in 41 years that I've seen this. That's technically not true. I actually saw this yesterday, but very, very briefly. So let's take a look at the instructions. There we go. Core by A. Thomas. Christine Computing. Enter for instructions. There you go. This game is in 3 parts. Part 1, your transport center of screen is descending through clouds, birds, and planes. I think they mean PLANES. Hit any of these and the game ends. Press any key to continue. There we go. Part 2, navigate the caves. Caves and caverns. The guy couldn't spell for toffee. I presume he meant caverns. Yeah, navigate the caves and caverns. Part 3, this is the 3D maze part. Pass all 3 parts to reach the core. Use keys S and D to move. Good luck. Press spacebar to play. Now, when I've been thinking about this game over the years, I've always told people that you controlled the letter, I think, the letter V, and the birds were, was it W's and whatever, you know, I thought it was all keyboard symbols, but it's actually somewhat better than I remember it to be. Now, given it's basic, I'm presuming it's gonna. There we go. Right, hang on. There we go. How the hell up? Right, G. Wait a minute. Right, press space. What was that again? Right, obviously we can't. How do we move? How do we move to the side? Ah. Wait a minute, what made me move there? Come on. I'm just trying to. Wait, hang on. A, no. S, no. D. Ah, S. Right, it's just extremely slow to respond. So, yeah, there we go. Now, it obviously does have better graphics than I remember it to be. But the I don't think my memory was playing tricks, and you can probably see why I was keen to get rid of the Texas, because it's in basic. It's extremely slow to move. Bollocks. Massive thanks to Ox for finding this for me. At least I can put it to bed for good. Can you crash into clouds? Yeah, you do. You quite literally die if you hit planes or birds. So I mean, although I was kind of exaggerating about the graphics, they're not good. I mean, there's no colour at all. Evening, Jamie. How are you, mate? If you're wondering what this game is, this was the very, very, very first and only game that I ever had for my Texas. Because it's so kind of slow to respond. Oh, bollocks. 94 again. Let's try once more. It does play just as bad as I remember it to be. You can imagine the bitter disappointment I experienced when I sent off for this and this came through the letterbox and I didn't have any other games. This was the sole game that I actually owned for this machine. Colin, I think Lewis needs to get this game for the Mamemeister high score kerfuffle. I want to see somebody complete it. You know what? I can't even remember if I completed this or not. Fucking hell! It didn't move. Oh well, at least I beat my score by, what was it, 7 or something there, I think. I think it was It was £5.99. Something niggles me that it was £5.99. Now, apparently, Christine Software did actually make quite a number of games. I don't know if any of them were as bad as this. But this wasn't the kind of thing you're wanting. You know, you wanted a Space Invaders game. You wanted a Pac-Man game. This was just complete pish. I mean, look at the colour. Complete lack of colour. Now, I'm moving to the left here like I know where I'm going to go. Ooh. Oh, fuck. There you go. You have to go to the left, right? I think we need to have one more game. We need to stick to the left. So, can you see why I quickly became disillusioned with the Texas? This was the only game I had. I was pressing the wrong fire button there, the wrong button. Try once more. I don't know why it pauses there. Is it to load the graphics or something? Yeah, it was obviously a basic game. No, this isn't going to end well. Now we're shit. You know we're going to die here. Oh, this is the. This will be the 3D maze they spoke about. I think that was the furthest I ever actually got in it. Oh man, brilliant. Yeah, there we go. We don't want to play this again. It's as bad as I remember it to be. Yeah, the graphics were slightly better, but just to kind of let you see what the this was actually capable of. Where are we? Games, ROM format. Let's stick this on for a second. So hang on. Game start. How does this go? There you go. I was playing that absolute pish, not realising that there was games that looked something like this. Things would have been so much different if I had this back in 1983 instead of that bloody god-awful core. Yeah. Right, anyway folks, I'm kind of digressing, but listen, thanks very much to Ox for allowing me to kind of lay that game to rest. It was great to kind of finally see it after all these years, and it was just as bad as I remember it. It truly is. So right, anyway, let's get back to the on time. Before we start this, that you can't hear it, but I can hear it. Hang on, I'm going to reset. How do we reset? I'll just reboot that for a sec. There we go. I quite literally was raging, Craig. Yeah, pure raging. Right, this stream is going to be the Commodore Amiga arcade conversions. So get your. I've written down a few here. The first one I'm going to play. Computer. This was a really good good conversion, good arcade conversion. Title. It's a pity you couldn't actually. There wasn't some sort of filter that would just filter on the arcade conversions, and it was Shadow Dancer. Cytron. Well, a minute, Ox. That's not. It's an arcade. It's just arcade conversions. I don't think Cytron was that an arcade conversion. I don't believe it was. Well, wait a wee minute. Hang on. I need to do one thing. I need to come out of that, and then what I need to do is I need to go back. I need to go to options, and then I want to video mode. How do we do this again? How do we get this back again? Right, what am I looking for? Title yet? Right, let's get back to where we're going. Shadow Dancer. Shadow Dancer. Right, a minute. Sorry, it's this. You go to that, and then you go to. Is it scale? How to do this again? Aspect ratio. Yeah, that's it. There we go. That's better. That's better. Wait a minute. Why is that not working? Right, left, down, up, fire, fire, fire. Finish. Right, jump. Is that a bit of... Is that corruption going on there? I'm not too sure. How did I get up? Come on, how do we get up? Alright, you press the fire button first and then we'll continue, I think. Yeah, the Mega Drive version of this was better, definitely, but this actually isn't a bad conversion at all. No, bollocks. Where the hell did he come from? How do you send the dog? Kill! Kill! Ah, you bloody pillock. Still think this is a good conversion. Yeah, it's not the best one out there, but it's still bloody good. Right, okay, let's move on. Right, I'm just going to update the list. Evening, Lacosa. Right, okay, if we have to, like I said, it's not just about good arcade conversions, it's about piss poor ones as well. Rolling Thunder. Evening, Doug. Where are you, buddy? Silkworm, yeah. Let's get that on the list. Silkworm. Right, I think we should go. I think what we should do here is do bad game and then pish game. Sorry, bad game and then good game. F10, delete. There we go. Right, that was a good game. And I'm going to go with the next game on my list, which is complete pish. And it's a certain arcade conversion of a driving game. There it is, Outrun. This was one of these games that when we got wind that it was coming out, you thought, oh bloody hell, my 16-bit behemoth machine is going to be able to knock it out the park.
Software presents.
And how disappointed were we? I mean, this intro just builds the game up as if it's going to be not shit. How do we start again? Oh, wait a minute, was it the mouse? Is that turned on? Hang on a minute. On, off. Yeah, I think that's on. Did it use the mouse? No, it didn't. It used this. Right, we'll go for magical sound shower because that's the law. Game control. Where's the controls? Oh, there's the controls there. I think we'll go for joystick. And let's go. Feast your eyes on this, folks. You know the thing is, this is bloody awful, but I remember it being a lot worse. Maybe it's because I've not just shelled out the best part of 40 quid for it. The thing is, you'll notice one thing, there's very, very, very little traffic. And I think all the cars, rather than being sort of like modelled 3D models, images, whatever you want to call them, they're just like, I don't know, cardboard cutouts. Oh, am I? Oh, I'm still in low. Right, there we go. I was wondering why I was going so bloody slow, and I was also wondering why I wasn't crashing. Right. I'm assuming it's just loading now. Ow, bollocks. It's far from a good game, but it's not as bad as I remember it to be, but that's probably just because I thought it was like the worst race game ever, and it's not far off that. There's a few race games I would say are worse than this, but yeah, if you'd paid 30 quid for it, you would have been seriously disappointed. Sorry, I'm too busy looking at the comments there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I'm absolutely caning this. Never mind level 2, folks, this is level 3. It's actually pretty hard to see where you're supposed to be going. In case you've just joined the stream, this is Arcade Smash Outrun on the Commodore Amiga. And if you're thinking it's running jerky, it's got nothing to do with the video stream. This is indeed how it played back then. Now, bear in mind, this is probably only the second time I've ever played this game. I think I've played it in a live stream, and I've just got to level 4 on my first attempt, and I'm not exactly particularly good at games. I mean, I've crashed a few times. I think suffice to say, Colin, I think a C16 version probably wouldn't have been any worse than this. I think we're going to come to the end of our Outrun journey. Yep, there we go. That is Outrun on the Commodore Amiga. Right, like I said, this live stream is we're sticking with the Amiga. It's arcade conversions. Oops, I've just pressed. Oh, there we go. Right, that's fine. Right, next, I'm going to take that out there. That's fine. Right, I think there's been a few other. Did I see? Where is it? I did see a couple of other requests. Cheers, Colin. Take care, buddy. Double Dragon 2. Double Dragon 2. Right, the next one on my list, and if I've not lost Lacosa, I think we're about to lose him. But you know what? It's one of my favourite games. Both in arcade, and it happens to have a really a really good conversion. And it's not R-Type, though that could potentially be the thing. And it's where the hell is it? What's it called again? It's a wonderful Rodland. But he might be in luck because it looks like is it going to work? Oh, it certainly is. Yeah, I like this game. Ava and I used to play this. Well, I've still got it actually. We played. We had a modded Xbox which ran MAME, and we used to play this game on Infinite Lives. And I'd never played it in Amiga before, but I've got to say, I think Steve Snake actually programmed that. Rampart, give me a second, Del, and I will add that to the list. If you want to maximise points at this game, you've got to collect all the flowers. So I don't hate cutesy games per se. It's, well, depends. If the game itself is bad, then I'm not a fan of it. But this is actually a good game. Have some of that. I mean, as far as arcade conversions go, this is nigh on perfect. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, there's really nothing about this particular conversion that you could fault. You know, it is really, it's really good. And surprisingly, the Commodore 64 one is excellent as well. Come on, you bastard, have some of that. No, arse. Right, okay, let's move on. We don't want to spend all night playing one game. Yep, that's Rodland. And from, oops a daisy, from one Lycosa game that he hates to another one. And I know we did play it. We did play it the other, I don't know why it's coming up, WHD load, blah blah blah, it doesn't matter as long as it works. Yeah, another game that Lycosa hates is this game, but I think this is excellent. It's bloody hard though. It's got, is it Chris Hulsbeck, I think, or was it Jerome Taylor? I think it was Chris Hulsbeck did the music for this. I'm sure it was. In people's opinions, what would you say is the best bit of music on the Amiga? Was there a particular game? I know, obviously, Turrican 2 by Chris Hulsbeck, that gets a lot of love. Was there any bit of music that you guys thought was like the best? Oh, fucking hell. It's a great conversion, but it's just so difficult. Much more difficult than the arcade one. It's interesting, there's games that I played back in the day that I thought were great. I didn't mean to do that actually. Shit. And there's games that there's games that I played back in the day which I thought were great, and then I've played them now and I don't like them so much. And vice versa, there's been games that I didn't like in the past and I've played them more recently and I enjoy them. Things like Xenon, the original Xenon, I wasn't a fan of it. But I do enjoy it now actually, it's weird. Now when I played this other day there, I literally killed him instantly. Oh, fucking hell. Good night, Simon. I'm going to struggle to get past this bit, I think. Diddle, 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 da. There we go. Yep, R-Type. Right. What was the game I had to put on this, Dale? It was Ramparts, I think. Okay. Right, next. can get rid of this actually. We've done road. Right, let's go for. Good evening, Paul. You were proofreading a thing on Amiga arcade conversions for Zap. There we go. Yeah, Rolling Thunder. Since we're in the R's, we might as well just get it out the road. If we're struggling for Renegade, did I know that was out for that? I think I did. What am I looking for? I've completely forgot what I was looking for. Yeah, Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder was one of these games. I was a massive fan of the arcade. And when I heard it was coming out, I was so excited because I thought it's going to be great. It really is. Oh, wait a minute, can I? Too late. Yeah, I thought it was going to be great, and it turned out to be bloody awful. Now, see what I'm. Yeah, now let's just play it the way God intended. I mean, I could run this in NTSC, which would. Oh, for fuck's sake, did you see that? Come on, how do I get up? Alright, fire button. It doesn't want to let me up. 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 It doesn't want to let me get up. Don't know why. Yeah, where's the rest of the music about? I mean, they've got the bass bit, fine. I can't get up. Holding it up with fire button? Nope. Pressing it on its own? Nope. Is it fire button up? Up, fire button? I can't for the life of me get up. I don't know how to get up. That's going to make this. Oh, come on. Piss off, you don't get him that early in the bloody level. Right, I can't jump. I'm going to come out of this for a second. And I'm going to... what I'm going to do is do... CD support 3 buttons. Alright, okay. Evening, Shinobi. Try again. Was there maybe like a third button to jump or something, possibly? That is... Yeah, Jamie, the problem with the music is... I was just thinking that myself, Lacozer. Why is this going... you know what? It's because... Hang on. Right, what do I need to do? I need to go to back, and then I need to go to options, and then I need to go to force PAL, I think, and then I go back, and then I go back to that title, and then I go back to that. You can normally tell with the music if it's running too fast. Yeah, like Lacozer said, I'm sure it did. It did play a lot quicker, a lot slower. Right, let's just see how this one goes. Is this going any slower? Ah, right. Okay. At least I know how to jump. I don't think it is. Don't know why it's going so fast, this one. Piss off. Bugger off. They never ever. No, it doesn't. It's still playing. Right. He's not Paul. No, McGeezer hasn't actually done a version of this. He did tell me. I think he tried it. Oh, you know what he did? He actually did he kind of tweaked it so it was it played slightly better. I don't know what it is. I don't want to go fucking about with this. Yeah. Listen, let's just. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I always say that. Can we go to hardware, possibly? System. Is that using a different AGA? I don't know. Alright, let's try reset. As long as it doesn't screw up the hard disk image. Which I think it has. Right, it doesn't want, or can we insert a disk? Tell you what, wait a wee minute, right, I want to go back to this. I want to go back to this and I need to fix it because I've obviously fucked about with it. I want to put that back to 20 and then I want to go back to that and then I want to reset it. Right, what I'm going to do, there is another core, and it's just called Amiga 500, and I think you can just run, I don't think that uses the hard disk thing. Nah, let's give this a go. No disk. Ah, it looks like I don't have I got Commodore Amiga? No, I don't. Right, it looks like I don't have the disk. Right, anyway, listen, I'm not going to go fucking about with it too much. Nah, listings, don't know what that is. Right, anyway, let's just get back. That was Rolling Thunder. It was pish anyway. Amiga 500. Right, or Amiga, I should say. Right, we just need to, before we jump into this, in fact, we need to original, there we go. Right, that was Rolling Thunder. Next game. Oh, wait a wee minute, we just want to go into options again. We want to make sure it's running in PAL. PAL, there we are. Right, let's go into a bit of whatever it's called, Silkworm. Silkworm, there we are. Great game, this. See, does that tell you? That doesn't tell you if it's PAL or not, does it? I presume all these are PAL. I'm not quite sure, actually. It is an excellent conversion. Really, probably one of the best shoot 'em ups in the Amiga, to be fair. Balls. Ow, arse. You bloody fillick. Oh, fucking hell. Right, let's try again. I don't remember this playing as fast as it is. Can you actually destroy this thing at all? That should hopefully make a bit of difference. I was never really a fan of Swiv. I was going to say Swizz. For the simple reason, it had shadows, which I found made it incredibly difficult to actually see what the enemies were and what was the like the shadows, if that made any sense. Oh fucking hell. Yeah, can you actually destroy that thing at all? Have it. Evening, Robert. Oh, bollocks. Even us. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Yeah. Oh, it's joystick only. Let's not bother with that. Right, delete. How do we come out? Delete. Oh, I'm using the wrong keyboard. That always helps. Right, that was whatever that was. That was Silkworm. Let me just update my. Right, we've done that one. We've played that one. We've played that one. There was another game that somebody mentioned. Double Dragon 2. Okay, not a fan of Double Dragon. Even the arcade one. That was a game that I played a lot in the arcades. But then when I've revisited it, even in the arcade version, I don't know. I find it quite boring. Double Dragon 2. I know the first one was completely garbage. Let's give this a go. Thank you to everybody that's taking time to join me tonight. I always think there's got to be better ways of spending a Sunday evening than watching some fat Scottish twat attempting to play games. I think this is about the first time I've ever actually seen this game. And graphically, it's head and shoulders above the original. The original was bloody awful. Right, how do you pick up? Pick up. Pick up. How do you pick up? There we go. Take some of that. The Amiga version of the original. I was going to say Double Dragon. It wasn't Double Dragon. It was Renegade. Is truly awful. There's a couple of games I'm thinking about. I want to put on once I die. Have it. How the hell do you actually use your... Is that a chain, I think? Was it nunchucks, possibly? Yeah, I mean, it's compared to the original, this is night and day. Still doesn't make me a fan of it at all. But yeah, compared to the original was so bad. It really, really was. I mean, the actual main characters. What the hell is that? Bane or something? Is it? I don't know what he's got some poor taste in fashion. That's all I can say. Oh, you bastard! I don't want to be starting anymore. I don't want to be starting another game. Once it's game over, it's game over. Let's try and leg it. Can we just leg it? No, can't we hell. Back off. Back off. Back off. I'll get. Right, I think that's quite enough of that. Right, before I forget, I want to add in a few games. I'm remembering. Dale's just mentioned a good one. We obviously have to have. Two. Right, that was, I suppose we could class that as a good game. But now for something bad. Double Dragon. We'll play, don't worry, Dale. We're going to play your Rampart right after this one. RoadBlasters, good choice, Adam. RoadBlasters. Star Wars. Yep, good shout. Yeah. Let's take it right back. This is probably going to be just about the worst game that we're going to feature. Oh, I say. What the hell? Pixie and Dixie, dearie me. Yeah, there we go. Pit Fighter. Pit Fighter was a truly woeful arcade game, and yeah, this is even worse. I mean, this got a lot of advertising back in the day, and it's truly awful. The thing is, looking at the screenshots, yeah, we'll go for what do you call him? The Pink Panther's nemesis, Kato. I mean, this was just probably one of the worst games ever. I mean, even the arcade one was atrocious. I remember thinking that looks fucking awful. But the playability of this is just diabolical. The graphics are awful. I always think that the guy sort of at the front, there's the two guys. The guy with the big afro looks a bit like, he always reminds me of Phil Lynott. It's Thin Lizzy frontman. It's fucking awful, this. He's having some kind of, what the hell's going on there? The C64 is hilariously bad. Hilariously, I should say, even. Now, I think in this game, if you go into the crowd, they actually shove you out of the way. Totally studly. You'll notice there is a complete lack of sound other than the noise when you. Not as bad as the SNES version. Oh, I'm not sure about that, Jamie. I think the SNES version. Well, it's. I watch this. Now, you know it's interesting when you'll see that the crowd are in complete black and white, but when you walk to the side, the wee guy that shoves you instantly, he's got a bit of colour about him. So what is going on there? Look, black and white, black and white, shove colour. Now, bear in mind, this game would have cost you the best part of, I don't know, 25, 30 quid. Shove. I mean, I can't remember if there was much in the. I'm sure there was sound effects. There was music in between fighting. Looks like he was having a seizure on the ground there. Have it. Oh, up to level 3, folks. Studley. Yeah, I was going to say they could have made it so much. They could have made this so much better, but yeah, they'd have been better just throwing the code out and starting from scratch. I mean, the thing is, they were basing it on the arcade game is bloody horrendous. Like, I'm the one that's got the it's hard to actually tell who's winning. Oh, I take it Blue won, did he? I think he did. That's exactly it. I mean, it was a fucking awful arcade game, so, you know. Ooh, some totty. Let's see who we're fighting. Even that. I mean, look at the frames animation. It's quite literally 2 frames. Our leg goes from pointing down the way to 90 degrees. How'd I punch her in the face? It's fucking awful. Oh, there's a guy with coloured arm again. Let's see if we can get the stick. What the hell? Yeah, this game is proof that not all Commodore Amiga games are good. Right, anyway, that's enough of that. We're wasted quite enough time with that. That is shit beyond belief. Right, let's see if we can find this game. What was it called again? Ramparts. Rampart. Now you'll need to excuse my ignorance. I never really played this game. I know it was like simultaneous 4-player, I think, wasn't it? So what is the idea of the game? You're trying to stop your castle getting destroyed? I think it was that what it was. Place the cannons, build walls. See, I hate that fucking heart at the bottom of the comments. I can hardly see place the cannons. Dale, go and press. There we go. Place the cannons, build walls with set pieces. Place the cannons, build walls with set piece shapes. Right, we want to obviously go to beginner level. Right, what do I want to do? Where do I want to... Right, I'll go with that, whatever. Right, now what? Position. Place cannons. Right, I want to shoot at enemy ships. Right, now what? Surround castles and rebuild walls. How do I... That's not going to go, is it? Surround the castle, sterilize. How do I... I don't want that piece. You must fill all holes to recapture castle. Right, why did it do that? I think, you know, I think it's a game I'd probably enjoy playing, but I just don't really... Right, what am I doing here? Cannons must be... Oh, I'm placing another cannon, right. It seems like an odd game for an arcade conversion for an arcade game, actually, doesn't it? Did I win there? You get random wall pieces to place as your castle walls. Alright, so you don't always get the sort of straight bits, so you've got to use every kind of... Ah, right, okay, got you. Right, place cannons. Well, presumably I'm going to place... Can I put one there? I will get used to how to build it. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. Yeah, I think I'll need to look at this. I'll play one more, and then we'll crack on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, Warlords. That's what I was thinking about actually. Warlords is kinda similar. Right, so we can do that, and then we can do that, and we can do that, and then we can do that, that, we can do that, right. Right, listen, let's blast on. Let's crack on. That's good fun. I just need to figure out exactly how to play it. Right, Dale mentioned another game which we've got to have because this was the first ever game that I saw in a magazine for the Amiga, and Jeff Minter was going on about how amazing it was. He says it was like arcade perfect, and it's this game, Marble Madness. This is a wonderful game. It's kind of ironic that an Atari game was the game that kind of went on to kind of sell the Amiga. You know, people saw this game, they just thought it was like the best thing ever. Red player, joystick port. No, we want to go to trackball, mouse. Yeah, mouse. I'm going to be second. I'm just going to. I've just noticed that Mr. Video is quite small looking. So let's see if I can make it a wee bit bigger. Something like that. Let's see how that's going to work. Right, lock that. And then we'll go back to Marble Madness. Yeah, I mean, when I saw this, there was no way that I could afford an Amiga at this point. Excuse me, trackball, mouse. That's, wait a wee minute, that still looks awfully small. Can I make that? Can I make that bigger? Let me see. I dare say when I start playing another game, it'll be. Right, that's not working. Wait a wee minute. Delete. Right, yeah, it is kind of cutting out some of the screen. Just give me 2 ticks. If I just move that up a wee bit, if I just make that a tiny bit smaller, and then I move that all the way up there, yeah, that should kind of do it, and I'll just move that over a wee bit. There we go. I'm obscuring it slightly, but that doesn't really matter. That's not important at the moment. Right, Marble Madness. Difficulty, joy port and mouse port. Mouse, is that how we do it? There we go, that's much better. I think, Jamie, I think this is actually an extremely short game. There wasn't a lot of levels in this. I have played the arcade version of this with the trackball, and it's lovely. Haha, bollocks. Bollocks. Oh, fuck. Oh, come on. I might almost be better playing it on the joystick. Sound in this version is great. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it just looked utterly sublime. I've never seen a game that looked this good. You know, you need to remember, I'm talking about a Commodore 64 and then going to something like this. Come on! Yeah, it's the time limit that always gets me in this game. This is tough, this bit. Ah, no. Come on, get up and down. Have it. Yeah, the wee animations, all the wee kind of baddies and all that kind of stuff is brilliant. Oh, fuck. I don't think I've ever got past... Oh, damn it. I don't think I've ever got past this this level. Oh, bollocks. Oh, bollocks. Oh, close. Close. Great game. Right, yeah. What's next? Right, that was let's just update a little spreadsheet. Right, we've done that Marble Madness. We've done Double Dragon as well. We've done Pitfire. Thank God. Right, let's come out of that, which is that. RoadBlasters, says Adam. I think did it come out for the Amiga? I can't remember. RoadBlasters. Road Blaster. Oh, it did. It did. And this was what we got. This was typical Amiga fare. You bought a game and it had like synthesized sound, and you just thought, yeah, we're getting the absolute arcade perfect game. Not realizing that it was just the music you were getting, and the actual game itself was pish. Am I playing? I don't think I am. No, I'm not playing this. How do we press button to begin play? Alright, it's not doing anything. Let me just start again. RoadBlasters. Ah, right, okay. Is it J for joystick? M for mouse. How do we move? Let's go continue. M for mouse. It's not doing anything. M for mouse. Excuse me. J for joystick. Start escape. I have no idea. Alright, there we go. Bubble City. Let's go for that. I always thought this game was completely overrated. You know, even the Amiga, it just looked dull. Yeah, it was fast, but the road was way too narrow for my liking. I just thought it looked crap. I mean, it's all right. It's not a bad conversion. It's just that the original was a bit pish. So it was just boring, I thought. I presume you want to kill everybody, all traffic, motorbikes and what have you. Right, we'll play. Yeah, good shout, Buggy Boy. We'll have a shot of that after this, I think. Bollocks. It's just bloody boring, isn't it? It's the same. It's just there's absolutely no variation to it at all. Now, whilst Buggy Boy on the C64 does get a lot of plaudits, which I think is completely deserved, it didn't really look like the arcade. I mean, they made it into a really good game on its own, kind of taking into consideration the hardware. But I always thought that this was a really good game. Yeah, I mean this really looked the part. It was one of the earliest arcade games that I saw in the system, and I always thought it looked great. No, bollocks. Oh. Oh, that was bloody lucky. So see the ball you get. Was there any point to that? Was it just a kind of bonus thing when you kick the football? And I noticed now and again you do get a little another little buggy appearing on the screen. It doesn't do an awful lot. It usually crashes quite early on, but there's the ball. Oh, arse. Bollocks. Oh, thanks to my ninja cat-like reactions, I managed to save the day there. I mean, it plays really well. You know, yeah. I mean, I do like the C64 version, but I think this is great as well. I was never going to get through that. Oh, that was a bit bloody cheeky. There we go. That's Buggy Boy. Great game. Right, let's go for Star Wars. I think. Star Star Wars. I tell you what, one game I need to play as well. Hang on, we'll let this load, so I don't forget. What I might do is I might run this. I think next week we'll continue with this. Let's go for medium. Yeah, we'll continue this video next week, because there's still so many games out there that we've not featured. So we'll do another Amiga arcade conversion next week, and then we'll do something else the week after. It's ironic that people have been craving to get the arcade version for such a long time, and yet the 16-bit versions of this were really, really good. It's a pity I'm so pish. Fucking hell. We'll give it another go, I think. Right? I think we'll go for easy. We'll give it a go, and we'll no doubt fail miserably.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow it.
Bollocks.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow it.
Getting hell. I saw that. Let's just shoot stuff. It's probably actually easier avoiding them, I think. Right, I'm bored. Right, okay, that was Star Wars. Right, I'm going to jump on a game before I forget. And it was a really good game. I played this a lot back in the day, and it's Gauntlet 2. Sorry, Robert, that is one game I'm not going to play. I don't do Rainbow Islands. I hate it, and I don't see any point in playing it because I detest it. I love the intro to this game. Right, how do we start it?
Welcome to Valkyrie.
Right, he has started. I don't know. Are we now? Right, bollocks. Let's try again. Dun, 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 dun. That is sampled from the arcade. Right, what do we want to do? How do we start a one-player game then?
Welcome.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how he's starting. Right, you know what? Stuff it. Time is of the essence. We've got 14 minutes. So I'm going to play another game that I liked. And this is a great conversion. And it's, if I can find it, it's Arkanoid. Some people prefer the Atari ST version, which again was a great game. I don't know. I just think this version nudges it. I think this was this. Right. I was just going to say this was an American game. Well, okay. Let's. Oh, we don't want to do that. We want to go back to that. Then we want to go back to that. Then we want to force NTSC, and then we can go back into title. Go to Arkanoid. The Sega Mega Drive's got a fantastic version of Arkanoid, not Arkanoid, a great version of Gauntlet 2. Where is it? Arkanoid, there we are. Yeah, this was so good, this version. Was it F1 to start? Whoa, hang on, there we go. Oh, bollocks. This is such a savagely difficult game. The difficulty just ramps up ridiculously very, very quickly. Right, try and get it to the left like so. There we go. Oh, I'll have that extra life, thank you very much. You sneaky bastard. Yeah, I think you're right, Dale. I think this is definitely playing a bit faster than it should, or it originally was programmed to play like. Which does make it nice, but it's, you know, when the ball starts speeding up here, you've got absolutely no chance. Oof. Come on. Come on. The funny thing is, I totally agree with you, LFC, but I played the arcade one down in Blackpool a couple of years ago using the spinner, and I got much further than I ever would on any arcade version, even like MAME. And it's just because you've got the proper, damn it, you've got the proper controls. I will try once more. Yeah, this is a game. This is why I didn't like the C64 one. I didn't have a mouse. I mean, I don't think any Commodore 64 owner had a mouse back then. But, you know, playing this game with joystick was nigh on impossible. I wonder if, wait a minute, I'm going to try something radical here. I'm going to, oh no, it's going to come out the game. I was going to see if I could change it to PAL, but you can't. Or could I? Hang on a second. No, it is set to PAL. Yeah. Right, I notice on this, me playing this, the sound is out of sync. Bollocks. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Hey! I would love to get a spinner for me. Problem is, the actual spinners are so expensive. Yeah, this level in particular, once it starts going fast like this, is pretty much impossible. Yeah, that was the thing, Paulie. I don't know what happened in the Commodore 64 version. It's almost like they forgot to program the ability to get the laser. You never ever got the laser. I think I maybe got it like once or something. But yeah. Right, we've got 8 minutes, folks. A game I'm going to put on is Bad Dudes versus whatever it was. There we go, Dragon Ninja. I remember seeing this I remember playing this at the time, thinking this was absolutely shit. And when I've played it since then, I don't think it's quite as bad as it was. And this is going to be, it's quite clunky, so this is going to run a bit quicker than it should. How do you actually start the game? It doesn't want to start, it appears. What about, tell you what, let's jump into the list since that doesn't want to start. Is there a shoot 'em up that we can play? I don't think, what do you call it? Slap fight. I'll tell you what I'm going to play. It's not actually too bad. Commando, for some weird reason. I mean, I loved Commando back in the time. I'll play Saint Dragon as well. This will be the last game. I loved Commando, and for whatever reason, I never ever, I never became aware that this game actually came out for the ST, for the Amiga or the ST actually, and it's actually not a bad. They're not bad conversions. Again, this is the obviously running a bit quicker than it should. I mean, it's not bad at all. It does look pretty arcade, not arcade perfect. It does look like the arcade. It's got the decent decent graphics. Obviously running a bit quicker than it should, but anyway. I mean, yeah, you think of Commando, there's that version of Commando with the music. It's not a particularly good conversion. I mean, there's only 3 levels, and it's pretty blocky. You take away the music, and it's quite a piss poor conversion. I actually think that the ZX Spectrum version is much better. The C64 one, for what it is good fun, but it's not a patch, bollocks. It's not a patch in the Spectrum one. I have got a video coming out probably next week that I recorded with Lacozer, and it's where we try and define what makes a good game. So yeah, it's all I think it's about 2.5, 3 hours worth. Come on, fucking hell. Bollocks. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. Yeah, I mean the new the version called Commando Arcade, which came out I don't know, about 5 years ago for the C64, is fantastic. Come on, fucking hell. Right, we've got 3 minutes, and we'll play, what was it, ST Dragon or something, I think they call it. I will hopefully, by the way, before I forget, I'll hopefully be along on Wednesday with a Watch Mamemeister, which if you don't know what it is, we put on some old sort of video game based TV, and I just basically ruin it with talking over it. Is it SAI? I think it is Saint. There we go, Saint Dragon. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. I've got no idea. I wonder if. Wait a minute. I'm wondering if it's because it's kind of all cut off the bottom of the screen. Let me go back to options and we'll do force PAL mode. There we go, and then we'll come back to that. and then we'll go back into that, and it's Saint. There we are. Let's see if that makes any difference. Wow, 45 people, fantastic. That's great. That's really good. Well, at least it's in the middle this time, whereas that thing was, yeah, it was kind of off center. I love how I seem to get more people tuning in just literally as I'm about to finish. If you've literally just joined it, folks, it's going to finish in about 2 minutes. You can obviously watch it from the start. Right, there we go. Right, that's definitely much better. This isn't a game that I was all that familiar with, but it's, I say, it does look really nice to pick that thing up. Have some of that. Does anybody know, can I crash into the landscape at the bottom? You can put them on camera if you want, Eva. Hold them up to the webcam. We have a new addition to the family. I don't even know what his name is. That is our little hamster. Ah, bollocks. What's he called again? Mochi. Mochi? If you want to make him uber cute, you could give him a wee bit of carrot and put him in the camera and let people see him eat a bit of apple or something. You be quick because I'm about to finish. This is actually pretty bloody good. Ow! Arse biscuits. Right, you can wait until I'm finished, Dave. I'll be finished in about 2 minutes. Just keep him primed to make his YouTube debut. Yeah, this is excellent. Don't let him eat yet. Welcome. Mashing a button frantically. Yeah. Stop it. You're embarrassing me on camera. Bollocks. Is that game over? No, it's not game over. I've got 1 life left, folks. Or is it 2? We'll find out in a minute. You should join me in a live stream at some point. Yeah, I know. Right, last life. Bollocks. Right, that is game over, folks. Right, let's have a look at Moxie. You got. I'm going to. Let's have a look. Wait a minute. Full screen webcam. There we go. Right, we're going to see a live. Hang on, wait a minute. Right, you need to get in the shot. Hang on. Face the camera. There we are. There we are. Right. Are we going to give him a bit carrot or something? Where are you going?
I just shoved it in his mouth.
He's just eating it. Right, give him a. You got anything else? Right, take it. That's it. That's it. You're a greedy bugger. Right, don't give. You're going to go let him hold that. There he is. He's going to fall. We don't want him to fall. Right. Anyway, say good night, Mochi. Right. Where are you going? Right. You go and take him. Right. Good night. Right. Anyway, folks, listen. Thank you very much to everybody that tuned in tonight. God, he's eating that whole thing. You're not going to fit it in your mouth. You nutter. Yeah, I will be hopefully along on Wednesday night for a Mamemeister, not a Mamemeister and Chums, for a what do you call it, watch with Mamemeister, and there will hopefully be another video coming out. So, as always, folks, thank you very, very, very much for watching.